Hello, I'm with Galeal Zino, founder and president of NetFoundry. Galeal, thanks so much for joining us. Tell me first, what's the difference between the traditional approaches to networking and the one that NetFoundry is taking, and how does that work?
Traditional networks connect nodes, and the job of a traditional network is to connect those nodes as reliably and effectively as possible. NetFoundry adds an overlay layer or an abstraction layer that focuses on connections between services and applications and works hand in hand with the network so that when the applications or the services tell us what they need from the perspective of compliance or security or liability or quality, we are then able to get those results working with the network.
And what are the security and privacy implications of sending SD-WAN data over the internet without using VPNs?
So, internet itself is permissive. It's inherently open, which is fantastic. It's why we've had the type of growth we have had. On the other hand, for certain critical business applications, certain data, we need a different model. And there are two aspects that our overlay puts on top of the internet to secure it. One is authenticate before connect. So before we allow you to connect to those nodes, we're going to make sure that you are who you say you are and find out what nodes you actually have access to. Second, we're going to give you least privileged access. You may only be allowed to be on that network for a certain period of time, maybe from a certain geography. Maybe you can only access certain IP addresses. Maybe you can even access certain ports on those IP addresses. But we'll put that least privileged access layer on top of the internet. You bundle that together, it's called software-defined perimeter, which has also been talked about by Cloud Security Alliance and several others.
And what are you doing to expand this approach so that in future everyone is more secure?
Yeah, so it's software. And what that means is any type of application or device can programmatically talk to this layer. The analogy is cloud computing. Cloud computing puts an abstraction layer on top of the actual processing and storage such that the applications can spin up compute, can spin up storage as they need them. We're trying to do the same thing, but for the network, so that the applications can tell the network what they require, and we can spin up the network accordingly.
Galeal, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.